Good morning, dear students. In this video, we are going to complete our lesson, literal fractions, and we are going to discuss the idea of complex fractions. So what is a complex fraction? It is a fraction where the numerator and or the denominator contain one or more fractions. Let us see the example. So here is the example of a mixed fraction. The numerator is a fraction and the denominator is a fraction. Or then in this example, the numerator is a number and the denominator is more than one fraction. Don't let these fractions scare you. We'll solve everything step by step. First of all, let's remember that fractions can be also written as a division, which means 1 over 4 is the same as 1 divided by 4. So this main dash here is the same as the division operation. Moreover, whenever we have two fractions and a division operation between them, we agreed that we apply the rule of skip, flip, and multiply. So skip the first one, we write it 1 over 4, the same, then the division sign becomes multiplication and write the reciprocal of 2 over 5, which is 5 over 2, and then multiply. Let's see the following example. So here's a mixed fraction. The numerator is 2 over x and the denominator is 3 over 5, and here's the main dash. So as I have told you, this main dash can be written as a division sign. Thus, 2 over x divided by 3 over 5. Also, we have remembered that whenever we have division between two fractions, we apply the rule skip, flip the division into multiplication, and write the reciprocal of 3 over 5. Thus, the fraction becomes 2 over x times 5 over 3. And now we can multiply 2 times 5 and x times 3. Let's see another example. 1 over 3 over 5. So here's the main dash. The main dash will be transformed into a division sign. So 1 divided by 3 over 5. It's very important to know where is the main dash. Now the division will be transformed into multiplication, and we will write the inverse of the second fraction, and now we can multiply. Here's another example, but this example is complicated, so we need rules to solve the following example. How to simplify complex fractions such as that previous example, which was more complicated. So, first of all, we need to determine the numerator problem. Whenever we determine it, we should simplify it. We should work on it. And then we should determine the denominator problem. Whenever we determine it, we simplify it. So we know the main dash, the numerator, the denominator, we simplify them. And then we transform this main dash into a division sign. And then we multiply and simplify. Now we are ready. Let's start. So the first step is to know where is the numerator. Here's the numerator problem because this is the main dash. Everything above is the numerator problem. Everything below is the denominator problem. Now, for the numerator, it is simplified 9, but for the denominator problem, we should simplify it. We should work with it. So here we have minus between the two fractions. So we should subtract them, but remember we should have same denominator. So to have same denominators, the first denominator is x, the second denominator is 2. To have common denominator, we should multiply them by each other. So x is multiplied by 2, of course 6 also, and 2 is multiplied by x, and of course x is also multiplied by x. We multiply above, we multiply below. The answer will be the following, and now we can add them, and here's our answer. Now, we have this main dash, okay, and now we have simplified the numerator, we have simplified the denominator, we can do nothing more. Now it's time to write this main dash as a division sign. So 9 this main dash we write it as a division sign, and this one we copy it as it is. Now, whenever we have division sign, we skip, flip, and multiply, so the inverse of the second fraction will be 2x over 12 plus x squared, and now we multiply, and here's our final answer. Example 2. So first things first, we should know or recognize the main dash. Then we should recognize the numerator problem and simplify it. And the denominator problem here, it's only 6, so it's done. So we will work with the numerator. Okay, in order to simplify the numerator, I should subtract the fractions found in it. So عندي whole fractions. In order to subtract them, I should have same denominator. So هيدي الx لحولها لx square, I multiply it by x. So هيك بصير الانسر عنا. Then now I can subtract 9 minus 6x. I cannot subtract it anymore. هيدي الفاينل answer. Now خلصت شغل بالنيوميريتور. denominator جاهز. Now المين داش بحولها ل division. اوكي so هيك بتصير النيوميريتور بخليه مثل ما هو. المين داش بتصير division divided by 6. Now whenever I have divided by كيف بتصير skip, flip, and multiply. So the inverse of 6 is 1 over 6, and now I multiply. هلا question, can I cross like 6 مع 6 هيك? Can I? Of course not. Why? لأنه أنا I have between them عندي minus. بس لو إنه أنا عندي multiplication كان إيه. بس لأنه هون في هيدي الماينس so I cannot simplify just like that. بدي آخذ common factor من numerator and then I can simplify. So I can take 3 as a common factor from 6 and 9. So 9 divided by 6 is 3. 6 divided by 3 اللي أخذتها common factor بيبقى من 6 2. And then 3 and 6 I can simplify them, and here's our final answer. كمان برجع بسألكم can I cross 2 with 2؟ أكيد لا، لأنه في عندي minus. ممنوع أنا أخطش إذا كان في عندي minus. في أخو common factor numerator لا، لأنه هذه ال 3 ما في أقسمها على 2. So this is our final answer. Example 3. So in the numerator, I have two fractions. Also in the denominator, I have two fractions. So I should recognize the numerator and simplify it. So I should add the two fractions, and also I should recognize the denominator and then simplify it. Luckily, I have same denominators فوق كمان تحت same denominators 3 with 3. So I can add them, and here I can add them بس x plus 9 بتضل x plus 9 لأنه ما في إجماعهم. Now بما إنه I have finished simplifying the numerator and finished simplifying the denominator, it's time to turn this big dash, this main dash, into a division sign. So بتصير like this, and now the division is turned into multiplication, and then I write the reciprocal of 5 over 3, which is 3 over 5. I can multiply. So هون كمان I can keep it like this لأنه ما في عندي شي خدشه, or I can expand it and it will be 3 times x 3x and 3 times 9 27. Okay, now this is the same example as the previous one, but I want to solve it in a new way, actually in a faster way. So the same steps, the first step is the same. Look here. So I added them because they have the same denominator. I worked with the numerator, I worked with the denominator. Now, here is the fast step. Instead of turning this big dash into division وبعدين يصير اقلب وأعمل reciprocal, رح أعمل طريقة اسمها البعيد بالبعيد والقريب بالقريب. شو يعني؟ مش أنا عندي هون fraction وهون fraction. So I have those two هودي البعاد. اوكي، أول وحدة numerator تبع أول fraction والdenominator تبع الثاني. اوكي so البعيد بالبعيد والقريب بالقريب دغري راح أضربهم. اوكي so
9x plus 9 times 3, 4 times 5. I multiply them and this is the final answer. Much faster. Okay, so بدل ما أقعد أنا أعمل هاي المين داش أعملها قسمة وبعدين أرجع أضرب I can solve like this. So here's our final example, a bigger one, more complicated one. Here's the numerator problem, here's the denominator problem. If you notice عندي هون 1 plus. So هاي ال 1 plus بدي أخلص هودي كلهم then برجع بجمع هال 1 plus معهم. Okay, هلا numerator no problem. بس ال denominator I should work with this one. هاي بدها شغل منيح. بس لما نخلص برجع بعمل بشتغل مع ال 9 then برجع I add 1. So let's see how. Okay, let's do it. So I go to the denominator عندي 1 plus complex fraction. So راح حل هيدي complex fraction بالأول بعدين راح أجمع مع واحد بعدين راح شوف شو راح أعمل مع التسعة. So first of all I should add these two small fractions هون. Okay, so when luckily same denominator هن. So 2 plus 5 7 over 3. Now عندي صار هيدي اللي هون هيدي قبل ما أنا أجمع مع الواحد so 2 over هاي المين داش تبع اللي تحت هيدي 9 هاي اللي هون هاي المين داش الأساسية هاي المين داش لهيدي الكومبلكس fraction اللي هون أوكي so رح حل على طريقة البعيد بالبعيد والقريب بالقريب هيدي ال 2 رح حطها 2 over 1 so البعيد بالبعيد والقريب بالقريب 2 times 3 and 1 times 7 so everything بيبقى مثل ما هو إذا طلعت بنقل كل شي مثل ما هو ما عدا جواب هاي شو حطيت بدلة 2 times 3 هي 6 over 1 times 7 is 7 صارت أصغر now I should work with those two هيدي ال 1 أكيد هي بدها تكون over 1 and in order to add it مع هيدي ال fraction same denominator in times 7 times 7 so and then صار عندي same denominator I should add them so I added them 13 over 7 كمان رح حل على طريقة البعيد بالبعيد بالقريب بالقريب هاي هي المين داش الأساسية هيدي ال 9 رح تكون أكيد 9 over 1 البعيد بالبعيد 9 times 7 over 1 times 13 so عم تشوفوا هاي ال 1 عم ننقلها مع كل مرة 1 plus وضربت البعيد بالبعيد بالقريب بالقريب now أكيد هيدي ال 1 هي over 1 وبعمل times 13 times 13 ليطلع عندي same denominator and then I add them. This is our final answer.